Page 22, the Minstrel. 6/8 time, no sharps or flats. So is it C major or A minor? Look at the end. It's ending on an A. I'm guessing it's A minor. You'll be able to tell, you can kind of hear the difference between the major and minor. As you go through it, you can get an idea of what it is. It starts on beat 6. Remember, an eighth note gets a count, so it's 6. 1, 2, 3. Their fingering is fine. Frankly, I think a fifth finger works fine. If you want to use 4, you go right ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 4 and 5 16th notes, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. I'd still prefer to just feel them because I'm too lazy to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Go with second line. It's last two measures. You pick up, you go. Here you do need fourth finger on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to keep doing this for that. The third line's got a lot of that in it. Look at the third measure there. Third line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it settles down. Then you can come up for the next line here. I use fifth finger. Then the last measure. We got two voices going on now. So you got the E and the G. It's 1, 4. You got to hold the E down. It's for the whole measures. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the E is tied. So the next measure, you B again. And then you can A. And then you can lift that E up. So the last note is by itself. You got to lift up and move anyway. So the last measure, the fourth line going on, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I think fifth finger's fine on that E. I don't know why they want fourth. 2. I'll come back to that little grace note later. When I'm first learning a piece, I leave out all that stuff. I just play the notes, and I can add them in later. Left hand, when it comes in, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't this fun? Now it's thumb. Just lift up and move down. 1, 2, 3. And the second line, that's an F natural. That sharp in that measure, and that's only good for that measure. And then it's an F natural. 2, 3, 4. Now lift up. 2. Now we have two voices. This starts in the second line, the last two measures. There's two voices. You got the dotted quarter notes. You're going to hold those down all the way. And then you add the top voice to it. So 1, 2, 3. Second finger on the E. And the third line down is like so. Come down. Second finger on the C. Second finger on the last D. This is the third line down, the next to the last measure. It's here. On the second one, your second finger on that last D. That way your thumb's ready to go on. Thumb. Come up. You can use second. If your head's big enough, you can use second finger on the F sharp. Otherwise, it's. Then lift up. I don't like this going from here to here. I would prefer to just stay there, lift up, and use second finger here, and then you can use second finger if you want. To me, that's easier because I'm going from here to here. So I get here to here. I just stretch out and then claps. Last line, you've had this before. Put the hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. fourth line down, when you have this part start the second measure here. Now here, just that, and then you come up. That note is by itself. Watch out. They're a little tricky in a couple spots. Then we go in and we add the articulation and the grace notes. It's slurs. Connect it as best you can. Then lift up between each slur in this. I don't think I need to show you all of that. The grace notes is just real quick. I don't care how you play them. Interpret them as you see fit. I've explained the interpretation several times. I play it on the beat. You can play it before the beat if you want. Play it at the same time. I don't know in this piece that on at the same time is really appropriate. It probably should be right before it. But whether you play it on the beat or not is up to you. I'll do it on the beat. Then we add the dynamics. Sort of soft at the beginning, moderate. Here, the left hand's the same loud. And you stay that way until the second line, the last two measures. Now you're soft in the right hand, very soft in the left. In the third line, you're going to start crescendoing, but you don't want to be loud to the last measure. So you have to plan it out. So it's like the first couple of measures or so, I'm going to stay fairly soft. Then I come up a little bit, a little more. There, I'm loud. I don't want to get loud to there. And then I go back down soft. I go all the way down to soft too. And now I'm sort of loud. That's the right hand. Keep the left hand soft. The diminuendo means get softer. Well, the next dynamic they give is a moderately soft at the next line. So if I'm going to take the rest of that line to go from moderately loud to moderately soft, I'm not changing hardly at all. It's very little. Now here the left hand gets it. The right has to be very soft. Now you're sort of soft in the right hand. Left hand is very soft. Now the left hand can go back up to the same loudness as the right hand was. And the retardando, slow down and get soft. There. And the fermata at the end, you hold that out. With a metronome, I'll just double it and I'll hold it 4 counts instead of 2. Remember, we're counting eighth notes here. Speed-wise, it's a dotted quarter note to this. It's a 1, 2, 1, about 1, 2. We're feeling it in 2. No. You have to experiment with the tempo. What feels like to you is a good tempo. It's not a fast piece. It's just kind of a lilting piece. It's a minstrel, whatever. I think minstrels typically might play a little faster than that. You have to experiment with the speed and what feels right to you. Do that gradually over time. Get to know the piece where you can feel it and you're not thinking about notes and rhythms and fingering and all that junk. It flows. Now they've added pedal. I don't know why, but they've added it, so we'll go ahead and put it in. You can play this whole piece without pedal just fine. I've done it. But go ahead. It's legato pedal, so we'll push the pedal down right after the notes. And when we change the pedal, it'll be after we play the notes, so the pedal overlaps the hands a little bit. It starts in the second line here. When we come into here, so push the notes down first. Change it at the measure after I play the notes. It covers up the phrasing, but that's what, okay. Still hold the notes down with the fingers in the left hand though. Don't, just because the pedal's down doesn't mean you can lift up on them. Hold them down though. Third line here. And there at the end of the third line, lift the pedal up right after you play those notes in that measure. So the last two measures of the third line. Next line again. I recommend you lift the pedal up with the 8th note in the right hand. The left hand stays down. It's a dotted quarter note, so it's got to be down for 3 counts. So it's up. Lift the pedal with that, and that stays by itself. Now you can hear the phrase. That's what I recommend. Let's play this together very slowly. I'm not going to do the dynamics. I'll do the articulation and pedaling and all that. Just to make sure we got the right notes and rhythms. So I'll give us 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5. 2,